So many students across our state have unmet needs, and there are barriers to their academic success. Community school strategy absolutely provides the path and opportunity for schools to have a more comprehensive way to meet those needs. The Blue Cross of Idaho Foundation for Health has been an integral partner in working with the Idaho Coalition for Community Schools, and we've come in as a funder that is allowing for the lift of community school strategy out of the Treasure Valley and into all regions of Idaho.
I feel like a community school opens up the dialogue between the schools and the families and lets families know that we are here to help.
We do an annual needs assessment and we survey the parents and kids in our school to try to determine what they think they need and what they value out of education. The goal of a community school is to figure out what needs the community has and what desires they have. So our job as a community school is to actively seek for those community partnerships and bring in those services and resources to be able to help kids.
We basically are the hub. The services are brought to the hub to provide for our families and our students.
The very first needs assessment that we did, there were almost half of the respondents who answered to an open-ended question, what do we wish the community had? People wanted after-school programs, or they wanted a safe place for kids to be after school, or they wanted a community rec center.
The after-school program is amazing. I wish that every school could participate in it. It gives all the students here an opportunity to grow in ways outside of just their education.
In the state and in the nation, there's a major mental health crisis. Our kids are suffering and struggling at a rate that I don't think we've seen before. If you look at the research, anxiety and depression among our youth is skyrocketing. And one big thing that we did with Blue Cross of Idaho Foundation this last year is we partnered with them to do the Healthy Minds Partnership. And that was a program that gave us technical assistance to navigate the waters of getting mental health clinicians into the schools.
Our school also does the recess program where they have specific things set up for the kids to participate in so no kids feel left out. There's always somewhere that they can go, something that they can play, something they can do and be included.
The recess zones help our kids create trusting relationships with each other, trusting relationships with the adults on the playground.
According to the state's metric on school success, our school has gone up by over 108 points in the last 5 years. So I think that that's a great benchmark that shows some of the good things that we're doing as well.
I wish that every school had a community school because it helps to meet the basic needs of the students first so that they have food, so that they're more prepared and able to learn. It helps to meet their emotional needs. It helps them learn how to better work with other students. There's not enough good things I could say.
I'm a Harwood kid. I came to school at Harwood as a child. My children have attended Harwood, and now I get to give back. So for me, it's full circle, and it's Rigby. Rigby is a community of love, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
The positive impacts of community school strategy really go back to the increase in student and family engagement, increases in academic success, the ways to address chronic absenteeism. It's important to recognize that all of the factors that schools are measured on, by which they are identified to succeed, are impacted by community school strategy.
I think kids are so much more than a number. And I think it's important that as a community, we know our kids. We know what our kids need. We know what their families need. We don't just push them through. We get to know them, we love them, and we help them. It's a community responsibility to raise good kids.
If students aren't successful in their academics and they don't have great academic outcomes, that leads to poorer health outcomes for them in the long run. So that's why our investments as a health foundation are critical.
When you have a healthy community and when you have healthy families and kids, the kids are going to do better in school and those kids are going to be successful. And that's what we're after as a community school.
The Blue Cross of Idaho Foundation for Health has chosen to invest in community school strategy because we recognize and believe that the work we're doing truly will create better health outcomes for the students, the families, and the communities where we're supporting community school strategy. When students and families succeed, communities succeed, and when communities succeed, we all succeed.